The writer for Scream, Kevin Williamson, has a new COVID slasher on Peacock called Sick. Let's see if it's worth your time. Hey everybody, my name is Justin here, trying to watch everything that hits theaters and on streaming services like Peacock. If you guys are like me, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below and click that bell notification for more up-and-coming content. Two best friends decide to quarantine at a family lake house alone, or so they think. So this is a COVID slasher film. It takes place just a few weeks after COVID really hit in March 2020. You have all the discussion of lack of toilet paper and having social distancing, wearing your mask in the beginning of the film. And the two friends go off to this lake house to quarantine. They think they are alone, but there is a person there that wants to kill them. The discussion of COVID is throughout this film. Being quarantined, testing being positive. The end of the film is heavy on COVID as well. But the draw for this film not being a COVID slasher is that it's written by Kevin Williamson, the man who wrote Scream, Scream 2, Scream 4, I Know What You Did Last Summer. Those really good slasher films. And slasher films are my favorite type of horror films. I was really looking forward to this. It's a pretty short film, an hour and 23 minutes, and it's not a really deep film, but it does work for what it's trying to do. It has all the right elements of a slasher film. There are brutal kills, there are twists at the end, there are chase sequences, there are people hiding and trying to navigate through this lake house, trying to survive. It has all of the right elements of a slasher film. I love how this film was directed. The chase sequences, utilizing the lake as well as a place to hide, revealing who the killer is and the motives along the way. The moments of a slasher really do work in here, but also implementing COVID discussion in here. In the beginning, like I said, there's people looking for toilet paper. Someone coughs in the grocery store and all eyes are on that person. It really brings back not the best memories of COVID really when it hit. So it could be a little bit of a touchy subject for people who watched this film and were really affected by COVID. Even at the end of the film, with the motives of the killer and the reveal, could be touchy for a lot of people. But with a Kevin Williamson film, you have those reveals at the end, and I really didn't see it coming. For a middle part of the film, since it just works as a slasher, I wasn't really thinking too much of what the motives were going to be for the killer. I just was invested in a really good slasher, and then we had those reveals like we have for Scream and I Know What You Did Last Summer. It's not as deep or as shocking as some of the other films that he has written, but it does work and connects overall a lot more at the end to COVID. It's a really secluded area. You're not going to have a lot of people that they're going to run into, so they're really on their own. And the way that it's directed with those chase sequences, hiding within the house, utilizing the house and the lake to their advantage, really does bring out those slasher moments. I wish there would have been a few more kills in here because at times they are brutal, but they feel few and far between. Since there is a limited amount of people, there's a limited amount of people that you could kill. So at times it feels like it's just more focused on hiding and running away from people rather than the killer killing people. A lot of films lately are using the discussion of COVID within it, and this is one of the better ones that has been set around COVID and the height of it as well. It's a fun slasher film with the discussion of COVID, really well directed scenes. The performances are pretty good as well. I like that secluded feeling to it. It's got all the right elements of a slasher film. Surprises at the end, brutal kills, great writing from Kevin Williamson. Like I said, it's not a truly deep film and not a heavy meta film, which we've seen before with the Scream franchise, but it does work for what it's trying to do. It's a simple slasher film, and for me, that really does work. Slasher films are my favorite type of horror films, and I appreciate ones that are truly deep and ones that are simple as well, and this one just works, and it's a lot of fun. So before I give you my score for Sick on Peacock, make sure to check out my channel. Here I do movie reviews, trailer actions, ranking videos, tier lists, all that fun movie related content that you see on YouTube. I do it all here, so hit that subscribe button and get it all in one spot. And if you'd like to see where Sick ranks amongst all of the other 2023 releases I've seen this year, follow me on Letterboxd and there you can find my ranking. I'm going to go ahead and give Sick a B. Thank you guys for checking my review for Sick, the new COVID slasher film on Peacock. Have you guys seen it by chance? What'd you think about it? Let me know in the comment section down below and stay tuned for more up and coming content like this. My name is Just Watches Movies, and you guys stay classy, YouTube.